Okay, I'm not used to this. I'm really not used to this. That's like a lot of clues, no forts. Um, hey, do magic. Okay. This is actually like, okay. That was crazy. That might be the longest string of clues I've ever had without a fortunate component. But looks like they do exist. And there's no way that, I mean, I have to still be able to get the pet even if I don't have any inventory space, right? Like they have to have thought of that, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Um, Plus, it's only 200 clues. Basically, anyone that does clues regularly doesn't have to worry about the pet. They'll get it eventually. Um, at least that's what I think. Like there's a handful of people in my clan that have already gotten it. Of course, they could have stacked up a ooh, that's cool. Triple fort. They probably stacked up a bunch of clues in preparation, but still, you know, give me 1,000 clues. I'm sure that that's gonna be enough. And since I didn't get Blue the Clue Dog, I now have 2.5k. I'm gonna roll. Treasure trail points that I can spend on elite clues. I'm always torn between, I saw everybody running around with Blue the Clue Dog, and it's like, yeah, I do clues too, but I just can't justify spending, it's 25 elites. I'd rather have 25 elites than a dog that shows off how many clues I've done, especially since I really haven't done like a super impressive number of clues. Like I haven't even, I don't know, total might have 6k, 6,000 clues complete, which is like nothing apparently. So after I got the double ice die, I joined Clue Chasers FC, and it's cool to see them chatting it up, talking about clues, you know. But they go hard on clues, you know. I'm more of a casual clue guy. Um, it was fun getting efficient in certain areas, doing them on Mac. You know, I kind of felt good. Everybody else was using Alt 1, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, but, you know, I felt good being able to match their clue times without Alt 1. And after I memorized everything, it was just, it felt good. And, oh, oh, it's Sarah. Okay. I was about to say, Armor Pages really took a drop there. Um, Everybody in Clue Chasers FC is got, well, most of them. I mean, maybe a handful have more clues done than me. You know, I'm not ranked pretty high on clues at all. Um, but I don't know. I might leave it. Wow, 4 puzzles and a fort. We're gonna bring home the bacon. I might leave it honestly, just because I'm more casual. And I was in a Mercher FC before, where I could get price checks. But I'm kind of, ooh, that's cool. A 2-item clue. Bunch of blood rune rolls right there. Yeah, I'm kind of phased out of merching as well. I don't know. I kind of hop from one thing to the next. Um, and then, I've sort of been doing clues steady throughout, but I don't know. Kind of makes me feel like I haven't accomplished much if I constantly getting these chat messages, like the quick chat messages where it's like I've completed X number. Yeah. Well, these pets, Richie here, something that I'm never gonna do, most likely. I mean, I don't know. There's only a handful of people that are probably gonna get it, because like you can only have one pet, right? So you want the best pet that you can think of, right? Like it displays the most skill. When people see it, they go, "Wow, like that's insane." That's what you're aiming for. You don't want a bunch of average pets because, that just doesn't display anything. Same with the titles. Like you can collect every title, but you can only use one, and that title has to show something. So I'm never gonna get Richie because I'm never gonna spend enough money on it for it to be wow, to have that wow factor to it. I'd rather have my Raxi pet, Mallory. I mean, I haven't done an insane amount of racks, but it's still like to me it represents more time and achievement. Okay, these have been some pretty terrible clues. We've had a few decent ones, but for the most part, this is some trash. Then there's um, that pet that goes into like the task zones, you know. I forgot what it was. It started with an M, Muse or Mule maybe, something like that. Probably looks cool, but at the end of the day, it's like, the task sets they're not that hard to get. You're right. You can get an elite task set. In fact, I completed all the task sets in one day because I needed some of the rewards for smithing. I needed the Varrock armor and the Falador shield for some efficient smithing. So I got both of those. Then I kind of went on a roll and just finished the rest of the sets, except for Daemonheim and Desert, just because those are two that require so much time. So like the elite task sets, it's not really a big achievement to have that pet. And then there's that FC and a Discord that are hunting it right now. So before long, there's going to be a lot of people that have it. So I'm happy just to, if I run into it, I'll snag it. But, at the end of the day, you can only have one pet, like I said. So this clue pet is probably going to be a good one. I'll probably use it for a little while. And then the other one, the rune score, same thing. It's like who cares almost. It's like you can get rune score for eating all of the different types of pies. It's like whoop-de-doo. So all in all, the artwork on these pets was amazing, but as far as their representation of like achievement, it's pretty meh. I mean, unless you, oh shit, oh wow, okay. Hey, look at that. Ah, it's freaking awesome. That's my third one. Well, that makes it all worth it. That's freaking awesome. I was just bitching about how bad the clues were. uh, well, there's Shadow Die number 3. I met this Iron Man today when I was farming Hellhounds. Let's give a quick thank you. Shadow number 3. Take Shadow. I met that Iron while I was farming Hellhounds, and I was hopping worlds trying to find a spot. I know I brushed over it a little bit. I am psyched. That's a lot of money. But then again, I did just get a double ice die. And as I touched on in earlier videos, your threshold for the wow factor, um, it has to keep increasing, or else it kind of fades on you. But that's still freaking awesome. It's a easy 900 mil probably. Wow, that was a really quick revert of the clan chat back to talking to whatever they were doing. That's the fastest revert I've ever seen, actually. They were like, Greg, yo, there's really a hot fix for it already. That was funny. Well, we're gonna keep going through. This is probably gonna already be over 15 minutes. Let's keep going. But yeah, met that iron while I was farming hellhounds. Hopped on his world and was about to hop again, and then I noticed that he was an Iron Man that was about to die, trying to AoE a bunch of hellhounds. Um, and I don't know, he had like orichalcum armor on, orichalcum or whatever, and was just so confused because like everybody else that I had hopped to all had their Oldak coils out and they're going ham trying to find clues. And so I just stopped and started talking to this guy, and he told me he was trying to farm combat XP, and I told him like, well, the Abyss exists, so go to the Abyss. And so he had no idea that the Abyss was a thing. So I showed him what it was and made sure that no PKers were in the area, and went back to his spot. He gave me his spot at Hellhounds in exchange for the Abyss tip. And then he thanked me because the Abyss is much better XP than Hellhounds. So we chatted it up a little earlier today. Where you at, actually? He's a cool dude. From the clues at your spot. All right. Oof, that's a cool clue. Double Fort Master. All right, so we need Gilded Full Helm, and then we'll get the double agent title. So I'm happy to just keep doing clues and eventually it'll come. I mean, I haven't seen a single person with over 10,000 clues that doesn't have a full set of Gilded in their log. At least the ones that post videos or screenshots, So I know that eventually I'll get the full helm. So I'm not too worried about it. But if we see it, that's gonna be Pog. A shadow die. It's freaking awesome. I didn't have to farm no 2,000 clues for it either. I'm joking. I've been dry on a number, so if I'd stacked, it'd all be the same. Doesn't matter if you stack or if you do them 200 at a time. God, I need to hurry this up. It's probably already over 15 minutes. But yeah, that was a reference to Makeru's video, which was awesome. Go watch it. It's I just can't stack like that. I like to use these things as a journal for sort of the progression of RS3. So, eventually I'm going to quit and I've got to go to grad school, but I want to be able to look back on it and remember. Because, RuneScape is a big part of my childhood, so these things are like a journal and I can see how the game changed. All right, peace.